Probably one of the most important indicators of the economic recovery is jobs. The UK's unemployment rate has fallen from its high of 8.4% in the 3 months to December in 2011 to its most recent rate of 6.5%. Some commentators have even gone as far as saying this is a jobs miracle. But the North has had a tough time. For example, the North West unemployment rate most recently fell to 7.3%, well above the UK average. Meanwhile, the North East bucked that trend, and the number of people out of work rose by 5,000, pushing the jobless rate up to 9.8%. So, what exactly is going on in the labour market when it comes to wages? Councillor James Alexander explains how the ancient city has been somewhat of the exception in the North East.
The work that we've been doing with partners within the Leech City Region Local Enterprise Partnership has seen us get far more people back into employment, including young people, than government schemes have been able to do so. And I'm very proud that in York, our numbers of people on job seekers allowance are now at only 1.3%. We have the second lowest in the country, and we have falling numbers of unemployed people who are young people. But clearly, we want everybody to have an opportunity and to have a well-paid job to be able to look after themselves and their families.
But what about the long-term unemployed? What's going to be their fate?
There are going to be some pressures, and for us they're going to be increasingly towards the bottom of the labour curve. For those people who have been distanced from the labour market for some time, the question is going to be about how we ensure they re-engage.
Although the total unemployment rate has fallen, youth unemployment remains high at 17.8% in the 3 months to May. So, what did John Leech, a Liberal Democrat MP for Manchester Withington, have to say about the situation?
Youth unemployment has been very high for a number of years. Youth unemployment is certainly higher than other unemployment levels in all regions. But I think the government has done an awful lot in terms of expanding the apprenticeship programme, and that has been very successful. It's been a bit of a mixed bag. In some areas it's been incredibly successful, in others it's not been so successful. But certainly in South Manchester, a number of people have benefited from going on apprentice schemes.
I don't think we should be too pessimistic about the overall level of youth unemployment now. The difficult thing with youth unemployment is there's been some structural underlying issues as well as the response through the recession. So we saw youth unemployment rising continually from around 2003, 2004. That clearly wasn't an economic issue. The economy was growing strongly, 3% a year through that period. So there's some underlying issue causing youth unemployment to increase.
Another important issue behind the headline market figures has been the country's so-called skills shortage. Businesses are struggling to find skilled workers to fill vacancies, threatening their productivity. The manufacturers' organisation, the EEF, has even warned that almost 4 out of 5 firms have struggled to fill roles because of the problem. IBTimes UK got the chance to sit down with Clive Drinkwater, Regional Director of UKTI in the North West, who, by working closely with engineering and manufacturing firms, has witnessed the skills shortage.
I think there is a skills issue for sure, particularly around engineering, and that can be, civil engineering, process systems engineering, mechanical engineering, aeronautics engineering, whatever. Right across the piece, I think there is an issue with engineering in terms of making it an attractive thing for people to do.
A pressing problem Business Secretary Vince Cable has also been vocal about. But hasn't the senior Lib Dem MP and his colleagues in government been late in the game in highlighting the issue?
I think it's recognised that there's been a problem. It's always a great frustration to me that we encourage more and more people to go to university, and then a number of people graduate and then don't get graduate jobs. Yet we have a skill shortage in engineering, whether it be post-university engineering or pre-university engineering skills. And we have a problem with not enough gas engineers and electricians, yet we're not encouraging more people to actually go into those professions and gaining skills that are very highly skilled and very well paid.
So, it looks like the labour market is beginning to pick up in the north, but there are still some serious issues like youth unemployment and the skills shortage. Will they hinder the region's economic recovery? Over the next couple of years, it looks like we're going to find out.